Emmerdale Natalie J. Robb breaks silence on ITV soap future after Moira Dingle arrest. Emmerdale fans were left fearing actress Natalie J. Robb could be leaving the ITV soap after her character Moira Dingle was arrested and charged with murder. Emmerdale viewers were left questioning whether Natalie J. Robb is departing the ITV soap on Monday following her character Moira Dingle's arrest. Only last week, Friday's installment concluded with a dramatic cliffhanger as two bodies were unearthed in the village. Soap enthusiasts will remember the terrifying campaign waged by the villainous duo, Ray Walters and Celia Daniels, last year. The pair preyed upon young April Windsor and Dylan Penders, coercing them into desperate circumstances to settle alleged debts. Simultaneously, the malevolent couple imprisoned Bear Wolf at Celia's residence, in a disturbing modern slavery storyline. Bear, alongside other casualties such as Anya, were compelled to work off fabricated debts on the premises. Despite Ray's mental abuse, Bear developed an unexpected bond with his abductor. Last year, Ruby Milligan encountered Anya when she concealed herself in a vehicle attempting to flee her tormentors. Oblivious to Anya's plight under Celia's control but observing her poor health, Ruby provided her with accommodation. Nevertheless, Caleb gave her £10,000 to depart, which she took before leaving the village. In a heartbreaking sequence of events, Ray located her, and Anya perished after he declined to transport her to hospital. Celia and Ray forced Bear to bury Anya on Moira's farmland. Subsequently, Bear has succeeded in fleeing the property, whilst Ray murdered Celia earlier this month. Bear then killed Ray in self-defense, safeguarding his son Paddy Kirk and Dylan from his vicious assault. Earlier in the week, Ruby spotted Bear searching for Anya's gravesite, sensing that something was amiss. She promptly alerted the authorities, who arrived at Moira's farm to carry out an investigation. Friday's episode ended with a devastating discovery. A corpse was unearthed as Ruby collapsed in floods of tears. Yet in a chilling twist, a second body was also found. Monday's episode, now streaming on ITVX, saw Moira and Kane Dingle left reeling when they were taken into custody for murder in front of their youngsters. During questioning at the station, Kane refused to speak throughout his interview and was subsequently released without any charges being brought. Meanwhile, Moira insisted throughout her interrogation that Celia had framed her, only to be left devastated when D.S. Walsh broke the shocking revelation that Celia was in fact one of the victims. Moira began to spiral as she grasped the sheer volume of evidence mounting against her, particularly when it emerged that one body was wrapped in her own blanket. The situation deteriorated further when D.S. Walsh disclosed that Moira's DNA had been discovered on the blanket surrounding Anya, leaving Moira utterly shell-shocked to be formally charged with both Celia and Anya's murders. With Moira now in custody and facing charges for the double homicide, soap fans have expressed fears that this storyline could signal the departure of actress Natalie J. Robb, who has portrayed Moira since 2009. Nevertheless, supporters can rest easy as Natalie, 51, has recently confirmed her continued involvement with the ITV soap. Speaking to the Mirror, she explained, "I think that would be the first thing they would say to you. They'd say, this is going to be it. I've been lucky enough just to get another contract, so I think they would obviously have to say, sorry you're going to be leaving, and this is gonna be your out. So when they just told me about the story, I didn't think that I would be leaving. I just didn't really know how long I was going to be in for, and how serious the allegations were going to be at that point."